I'm Soraya, and today I wanted to share with you the next IV pages that I just completed. Later on we are going to discover what this little guy is doing here. So let's begin. This time I'm not going to show the previous pages just because I already finished 58 pages, so it's a lot of pages. So if you want to see the beginning of the story, please go to the playlist, IV playlist, and there you're going to see all of the pages. I hope at the end of the book to do just one video with all the pages, but I still have a long way to go. So for now, the last time that I showed you the story, okay, let me just put things here. We were here, okay, the last time. So we have Ivy and the little mouse going to Pika's treehouse to see if Pika could help with discovering where the Inky Butterfly is. So here's the house. So they reach the house, and at the entrance of the house we have this. We have leprechauns at the entrance of the tree house celebrating St. Patrick's Day. So here they are, and each of them have a treasure with them. So I did this with drawers lining. This is wrapping paper, stickers. This is origami paper. This is window, like a sort of sticker. It's not a sticker, it's made of plastic, but it's for windows. This is a paper bag, stickers, more of this window. And then here we have the treasure. So I used confetti, as you can see. This is to wrap around the plastic bags. Okay, these gold coins are very, very slippery, but here they are. Okay. And here's more confetti that I just glued some treasures that they have. So they have gemstones, crowns, and this is the Cinderella shoe. So this is for Kathy's prom, Cinderella. So this is one of the treasures. Oops, see, I told you they were slippery. So more gold coins. And then the other treasures. So we have more symbols of St. Patrick's Day. We don't celebrate here in Portugal, but I think it's just a very fun celebration. So the other shoe, so the leprechauns are sharing the shoe. And yeah, more treasure. And this is the original page of Johanna. So we have the butterfly with acrylic marker and gel pen. And the same, we have the crown, acrylic marker, gel pen, and this is St. Patrick's celebration. See, gold coins everywhere. That's the thing with the new materials that I experimented in these pages, is that they fly everywhere, and you're going to see more in the future. But yeah, gold coins. So when they enter the house, the tree house, the house is full of treasures and trinkets. So I made this page. This was the first time of me using these metal things. And then we have dimensional butterfly stickers. So this is from the original page, some of the treasures. And I used washi tape. This was acrylic wash, and then acrylic markers and gel pens. And for the background of the page, I used a packing kind of a box that I had. So instead of throwing it away, I thought it looked good in this page, so I just reused this. And now we finally meet Pika, the magpie. Here he is. In the story, it was supposed to have a little bit of white, but I just used my own colors. So we have the same metallic treasures. We have the butterfly, and this was the first time of me using feathers. So feathers everywhere also. And here in the scrapbook paper, there's glitter. I don't know if you can catch it well, but yeah. So this is a magpie. I used brusho. I used wash. I used acrylic marker and metallic gel pen here. So this is Pika. So we continue with Pika. So Ivy is asking him if he knows how to find the Inky Butterfly. Here we have a gold butterfly. This month, this is for the hashtag of Emily and Jamie. They are raising awareness for autism. So here we have a golden butterfly. I use the metallic ornament. This is a moon sticker because Pika also loves space, as you can see by the washi, a glittery washi. Then we have here keys. So they look old because they are old. These were my diary keys from 30 years ago that no longer need to keep my secrets when I was like, 13 or 14. So it's okay to let them go, and now they have a new use. We have Pika with the same materials that I showed. Then here we have two different Star Wars pages because as we saw in the beginning, that's why I wanted to show, this walker is from Star Wars. This is from a coloring book from Star Wars, and this is from another coloring book. So he collects Star Wars things, and here they are. The little mouse, of course, when he saw the helmets, she couldn't take her hands off of the helmets because, as you know, she has a huge crush on Darth Vader. So she loves this. And then here we also find a jewelry box that I made from craft paper. I wanted to experiment with this. So we have the sticker, the washi tape. This is another sticker. And then when you opened the jewelry box, it's a lot of gold, and here's the jewel. And this was the first time that I used a gold leaf, as Andre can attest. When you use this, it goes everywhere. Okay, so yeah, it was really fun. Let me show you what I had. Oops, I have washi falling. Hang on. Yeah, I just had this. It was a pack of 6. So for this and the one that you're going to see afterwards, I spent 3 of this. So now I just have half. It was enough for me to experiment with gold leaf for the first time. So yeah, it goes everywhere. But I think, but it's so shiny, right? And yeah, it makes the point of the story, which is gold everywhere. So Pika is talking with Ivy, and then he goes to his desk, and here's the top of his desk. So once again, we have wrapping paper with the leaves because we are inside the tree house. We have, the rest of the washi with space theme. And then for this one, let me just put this away. This is the coloring page. So I use Brusho, and I use acrylic markers, and I use metallic gel pens. So I use this little piece of paper, and then inside there's a coloring page from a dragon book. So I use Distress Oxide and watercolor. And then there's an envelope that I used. And here we have the second jewelry box. So it's the same materials as the first one, but different washi, different sticker, different flower, and then more gold leaf and another jewel. So this is another jewelry box. And then on top, because that we like to stack a lot of things on top of our tables. So there's another, so we have 1, 2, and then we have 3. It's another dragon coloring page using Distress Oxide and watercolor. So we have another dragon. So nothing here that can help Ivy. Then we continue exploring the tree house of Pika. And this is a, once again, it's an experiment page. So for this one, I just did junk journal for my brother to give him as a gift. And in that junk journal, one of the themes was travel around the world. So I use these pages that are from a coloring book, a shed coloring book, and this one. So actually it's 2 coloring books. No, 3. This one is from Mythology. This one is from the Inca book, and then this one is from the Ethnique coloring book. So it's 3 books, but they are from the same collection from Hachette Heroes. So for me, it has a lot of colors, but I used the colors that I had here in this paper bag that you are seeing. So it's balloons that represent travel. So I use the same colors, and I just use a little bit of ink. So we have different cultures and traditions, and now here we have washi that had flowers, but I just put a little bit of ink on top, and it's more or less. So here, this is the original coloring page that I used ink, and I used spray ink and washi. So this was the original washi. See, here you can see the blue and the white flowers, but here on top of this wrapping paper you couldn't see anything, so it looked a little bit weird. So in these paper bags we have pockets. So this one is from a notebook that a former student gave me. She went to Japan and she went to the Gimbling Studios, so she brought me this notebook, and I told her that I was going to use in my coloring pages. So here it is. Then inside the paper bag we have postcards, and this one it's representing my country, Portugal. So here we have the Portuguese rooster, and then here we have my town. So here we have the Rebelo boats, and then this is Ribeira, it's where the river is. And here is the original Portuguese rooster. So here he is, he's made of clay. This is one of the symbols of Portugal. I know that I usually only show the sardines because it's what I have more at hand, but this was a gift when I went to a conference to speak, and they gave all the speakers this rooster because this is originally from Barcelos, so I went to that town. And here's just saying that he's the number that this one has. So doodle, this is some of the things that we do with clay here, and this is also a symbol of luck for many of us. And also a lot of Portuguese houses used to have one of these in their house, so I like to have one in mine too. So here is this one, and now let's see what's in this paper bag. So I used stickers that I had from ancient Egypt, so here they are. And then oh, I forgot one thing because it's so many things. Here, these are post-its that I also got as a gift. So these are Portuguese post-its that have different symbols of Portugal. And see, here is the sardines again. So here is the rest of the post-its and more symbols. We have the castles and the churches and so on. And now let's see what's inside. So we have friends. So my advisor went to Paris this Christmas, and he sent me the Christmas postcard from there, so I had to use it in one of the coloring pages. This is when I went to Cannes to work for a couple of days, and I work in a room in this hotel. So here it is. And then New York, when I went to study there, and it was amazing. So for me, the Empire State Building was always something that I was looking for directions. I just looked up and there it was, and I knew where I had to go. So this is this part of Pika's treehouse, and then we reach another part, which is this one, and he has a wall full of maps. So Ivy looks at this map, and then she sees, you know, a magic castle. Let's see if we can see the shine of the magic. So this has holographic that you cannot really see very well, but yeah. So there's magic here. So Ivy wonders what this is, and this is Enchantia in the story, but in reality this is a map from Portugal and Spain that before we had Google Maps, we had these big maps that I just reused to do the background. So yeah, this is the coloring page. Once again is spray ink and acrylic markers and metallic pens. The gold butterfly. Then here we have Ivy, and then here we have a dragon sticker. This is a coloring page from a book from British Castles, so I just use brush to color it. And then more dragons, and this is a map from an old book from my work, so I just reuse it. So here we have this page, and then we have, you know, the next page, so they match. This one has a compass because Ivy is going to need a compass to discover how she's going to get to Dragonia. So this is a sticker. So this is actually the other part of the castle. Here, this is the full coloring page, but it was just too big, so I just cut it in half, and it's like it's two castles. So behind another map, this is Portugal map, and then another dragon. Here's the castle. Oh, okay, here you can see the magic a little bit more. And then this is the coloring page. So we have the dragon. So once again is acrylic markers, it's metallic markers. There's the little mouse and castle and washi. So this is the map. So they know Dragonia. So where exactly it's the castle? How is Ivy going to get to the Dragonia and the castle? And because she doesn't know exactly where the butterfly went, so the little mouse says that her best friend, one of her best friends, which is called Liz, the bunny, that we are going to just meet her. One of her best friends is going to bring a magical compass that is going to help Ivy. And this is Liz, the bunny. So Liz, I hope you like the name that I gave this bunny, because all the other characters, Johanna already gave the name to it, but this character I'm introducing so I can pick the name. So I thought she looked like a Liz, very cute, and always sharing happiness and joy. So here she is, and she's bringing the compass. So this didn't turn out as I wanted, so a lot of acrylic and metallic pens to the rescue here, because this is my Easter page and the next one. So here we have the Easter eggs, and I chose these stickers with flowers because it has to do with the theme of the story that has so many flowers. Then we have the adorable chicks, and then I use scrapbook paper for the flowers, washi tape for the flowers. This is the original coloring page. Here we have the gold butterfly once again. We have this cute rabbit. And we have more paper here. And then I wanted to use this kind of boxes for the first time, so it actually opens like this. You know, it's how you put stuff there. So yeah, I just thought it was cool to use it. And here it is. So we have this page, and then we have the following page. So I had two of this, so I just used them. Here we have different colors. Let me just, here they are. So I saw these toothpicks, aren't they cute? With a little tail, oops. So yeah, we have two of them because it matches the colors. Here they are. So once again, the first time using this type of material is the same thing. It opens like this. So we have the bunnies. This is the coloring page. There were a lot of mushrooms. This is when they reach the elf village, and in the elf village they are celebrating Easter. So here we have more stickers, and this is the last page for now. So we reach Easter, and now I'm going to show you a little bit of my creative process. Usually when I reach this point, I'm just tired and I just need, you know, a couple of days as a break to think about how I'm going to do the rest of the story. But this time I know what I'm going to do next. So I'm going just to show you my ideas so you see how I usually work, okay? So what I'm going to show you now, I can change everything. So I'm reserving the right, but I'm just going to show you what I'm thinking right now. So I just pick a couple of pages that I think it makes sense, because in this book we don't have chapters. And then in this folder, I'd already cut this part because I use it in a coloring page in Ivy. But in this folder, I just put the next couple of images, and this is the main material that I'm going to work with. So the next page is going to be the arrival to the elf town. So here they are, and I already chose my background, so I just cut to the size. And this is a bird that in Portugal it represents spring. Spring is arriving, so we are in spring, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to use next, okay? So this is my first page. Then the second page, there's going to be a double page. So we are celebrating Easter, and we also are going to have a second party. So what's the second party? Oops. Hang on, because I have things flying. The second part is going to be this page. So this page, hang on, so I can show you the original page. Here it is. Ooh. Yeah. So see what I go, I see the page, the original page, and this one was kind of like this. So a lot of text, as you know, I'm creating my story. So this one is just an inspiration. And then I see the elements there's on the page. So here I picked this one because it's the one that works the best for this background. So I'm not going to color this one, I'm going to color this one. And the page, I chose a birthday celebration. I thought, because my birthday is going to be in a couple of days on the 25th of April. So I thought, who else is going to have a birthday close by? It's the little mouse, of course. And what's the next important day that is going to happen in the next month? It's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you 2025. So I don't know how I'm going to use the logo in this page, but you know, it's a celebration that I want to pay homage to. So it's going to be Little Mouse birthday. It's going to be on the 4th of May, of course, because she needs to be born on Star Wars Day. I have here this was a scrapbook paper that I have here, so I just chose this. And then here what I'm going to stick is these Star Wars playing cards, because the little mouse is going to have these cards as a gift. So that's why I'm going to use it in this page. So more, I still don't know. Maybe she's going to have a birthday cake. This is from a newspaper. Maybe. We don't know. We'll see. So there's the celebration. And the celebration continues in the night. So here the next page was just full of stars. So hang on. See, the next page was this. A lot of stars. So I'm not going to color all of the stars. I just picked some. So here are the stars that I'm going to color. This is the wrapping paper that I chose. The scrapbook paper that I chose. Here it is. And then I'm going to use this sticker. As soon as the Lady Moon trims her lamp, we glide out of the shadows. And then we have all of these beautiful butterflies. So I think this represents the theme of this book very well. So yeah, and I'm also going to use for the first time these glow-in-the-dark stars. So how I'm going to put all of this together, I don't know, but that's the plan. And this is the next page. So this is the coloring page. So it's the big moon. So I'm going to use this sticker. So she has a friend also with the butterflies. And then, yeah, using this. So that's the plan for these 2 pages. Then during the night, when they are celebrating, we have, oops, these 2 coloring pages. So it's a lot, it's very busy, and for me, what I wanted to make sense is to have, for me in the story, is Ivy and the friends playing the playing cards that she got. So I still don't know what I'm going to pick from this image, but what I want to do is, maybe I use the rest of the page, I don't know. I'm going to use the playing cards, the Star Wars playing cards. I'm going to use these 5. Aren't they awesome? And then behind, it's all the same. So they are going to be playing cards. So imagine, you know, here. And then on the back of this, I'm going to put the fairies that are playing the cards. So I'm going to choose 5 of them. Here they are. So these are stickers, and I'm going to glue them in the back. So they are the characters that are playing cards while eating. And for the eating part, I have here some pictures. Hang on. I have here some pictures. Here they are. So this is from, you know, cooking magazines and stuff like that. So I chose this. And this is a pamphlet that when you go to the supermarket, they have. So this is Easter in Portuguese. So this Easter, you need to feed tradition. So these are the traditional Portuguese dishes. So I may come here and use some of these pictures. I don't know which ones I'll pick, but this was free at the supermarket. So it was the last one when I grabbed it. So I'm happy I found it. And these are the desserts. So between this, and then a little bit of this, and this is going to be Ivy's birthday celebration, Star Wars celebration. And after this, they are going to continue their journey. So these are the next 6 pages that I have here that I already thought about. And let's see where I'm going from here. So this is where I am right now. In the next video, I'm going to show you a coloring activity book that I just finished. And I want to wish you a happy Easter, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!